Playdead's 2010 title Limbo has a special place in my heart. It was the first game which I was given legit critic access to, playing weeks in advance, having that review embargo, all of that jazz. I felt like I was a bigwig. With the game just having left Xbox Game Pass, I thought I would take another look at it. I've played the Xbox 360 Live Arcade version. This is the Xbox One version. Is there much of a difference? Maybe it's resolution. It's remarkable to think that in the time since this game came out, Limbo-like has become a term, or limbo-esque. Think genre of game in which a tiny, frail creature usually traverses 2D, big world hazardous obstacles, sans dialogue with minimal, if any, real story. Bandai Namco's Little Nightmares comes to mind. Now granted, I haven't played every Limbo-like, but I don't think anyone has done it better than the original. It's amazing the amount of detail you can get out of stark contrast black and white. The puzzles are not necessarily fun, but they're challenging and rewarding, all the while the controls are more than forgiving. But if there's one parting thing to be said about this great title, I would like to give my interpretation of the game's ending. Now, in my original review back in 2010, I was a little harsh on the game for its storytelling choice, in that only in the description of the game in the Xbox store was there a story. A boy uncertain of his sister's fate enters Limbo. And during the game you do encounter the sister. She appears to be in the Limbo state, and at the very end you actually crash through a barrier and reunite with her. So the player does feel a sense of accomplishment. But I don't see this as a happy ending. I believe that the boy has broken through Limbo, and maybe he is now in a more idyllic realm like heaven, joining his deceased sister. But if you give it some thought, I think you have to conclude that they have both died. Just check out this transition in the ending credits. And from this point forward, this is your new welcome screen. A rotten ladder with 2 clumps of flies buzzing about over the grass. Why is that? Why 2 groups of flies? Because in the reality of it, that boy and girl are rotting.
If you appreciate a YouTube channel that doesn't just pad out content to get to the 8-minute mark so that it can hammer you with ad breaks, then you should subscribe to my son's channel. You just got done watching it.